Hey guys, welcome back. Happy Friday. We had a couple videos yesterday, so we're gonna do a little bit of an easy, a little laid back, a little, I don't know what you want to call this. It's gonna be a little bit of a fun video. Now, please try not to be offended if any of these cards belong to you. If you collect any of these, if you like any of this stuff, by all means, let us know down below. To each their own, different strokes for different folks, if you know what I'm saying. But today we're going to be taking a look at 10 cringy examples. We're going to number them 1 through 10. You guys are going to let me know down below which one is the most cringe. I'll let you know which one is the most cringe in my opinion. And also do let me know if you think any of these are not cringe. There is a certain level of cringe with all of the examples today. So without further ado, we do have, this is the E4 thread by Dill called Pokemon Cringe. And he starts it off with this bad boy here. It says, please add your Pokemon Cringe to this thread. I'll start out. What the hell is this? This is, am I surprised or not surprised that PSA graded this? 2021 Ski X Post Malone. And some of this, maybe it's cringe because I'm a boomer. Maybe I don't understand that this thing is pretty, this is cringy. This is definitely cringy in my opinion. This is right up there on the cringe scale. Not anything that's like avoiding license. I get it. Yeah, you kind of have to do that when you're making an unlicensed Pokemon card, and you got it crossed over with Post Malone. Now I don't know whether or not Post Malone like approved of this, or they're just trying to take creative liberty with it, and he's part Charizard, part Post Malone, part. Does anyone like this? Who is this for? Now, without further ado, this video and many of the videos, all of the videos are brought to you by the link tree. Go on the link tree. You can use the discount codes. You can just shop at Card Market. You don't even need to click anything. But there's also a bunch of links that you can click before you shop to support the channel at no charge to yourself. But buy the things, make smart purchasing decisions. That's the main point of the channel. That's the side quest. Because the main point of the channel is to point out bad actors, bad actions that are going on in Pokemon and in trading cards and in, I guess, the entire space. We branch out a little bit. Now, Hola Heart says, okay, this is epic. We got Andrew Tate, cracked ice foil Pokemon card with a mega evolution. Okay, top G plus 300. Shouldn't it be 3? Regardless, this doesn't seem like a thing that should actually be printed on a card. Maybe use like there's a Pokemon card creator website. I can't even remember the name of it. You put in whatever image you want. You can type out whatever you want. You can make them do 69, 420 damage. This is the fact that someone took the time and effort to print this out and is selling it. That I think that's the cringiest part. If someone just made this, LOL, look, I made Andrew Tate into a Pokemon. Would it even be in the thread? Probably not. But the fact that you printed it out, these guys, my God. I remember when they were like first introduced, everyone was like, oh, how hilarious is it? Pikachu's got his butt sticking out. We got Charizard with his butt, and everyone was like, oh, it's hilarious. At no point did I find these funny. We get Defiance who posted this. Credit to them, but I don't think this was ever funny. I get it. People got a little chuckle out of it when it first existed, when it first came out, but I feel like it's a little bit played out meme at this point in time. Now, this is my vote for the most cringy of all the cringies in here. We have PFM who posts this Gogh Pikachu. And can you guys please point out what's wrong with this? Well, I guess we can read the top of the post here. Rock Gym Leader says, yep, you see it correctly. A Gogh Pikachu promo. Is that Gogh spelt wrong? People are going to be like, yeah, but you're pronouncing it wrong. Pikachu promo with a Poncho Charizard sketch from the Master Mitsuhiro Irida. Strange combination, right? But we love it. Maybe a PSA 10 auto 10 for me at PSA card. Oh my God, this is pain. This is pain on all kinds of levels. And again, depending on what you're looking at, there might be more. This one requires an explanation. So we have the breakdown here by PFM, who says, I know you didn't ask, but here's what makes me cringe about it. Literally every single thing about this pair of cards was designed to maximize money. We got number 1, choosing the most hyped card possible, even though Irida didn't illustrate it and has nothing to do with it. That's always weird to me. You see that every now and then, people getting stuff signed by the person that isn't the artist, that has nothing to do with the card itself, other than, yes, he illustrated Pokemon cards, but not this one. We have generic personalization to Van Gogh. Man, who is buying these? Other than like Pokeflute, who's wiping them, altering the signatures. Like, what the hell? I guess, and to each their own. But to me, to have something that's supposed to be personalized to someone, and it's personalized to Trainer, to Van Gogh, to whatever. We have forcing a Charizard into the sketch. Of course, it's a Pikachu card, but might as well put a Pikachu with wearing the Charizard. Making the sketch a Poncho Pikachu because Poncho Pikachu equals money, despite Poncho Pikachu being Saito's thing and having nothing to do with Arita. So we're all over the place here. Getting 2 of them, I guess that's a bonus. And in the comments, tagging PSA for the 10-10 grade. Ooh, baby, that's bad. It's the embodiment of the Pokemon autograph community. One terrible image. Arita has literally nothing to do with any part of this card other than serving as a vehicle to maximize value. I would hope that people are not buying this. And if they are, please, I pray for you. That is, I don't know who the buyer is for this card. I don't understand it one bit. I don't understand the process. I don't understand even if someone was doing this to keep the cards, but it seems like they're trying to sell the cards. If they got 2 of them, they probably don't want to keep both. Maybe they're going to keep one for themselves. But the process that went on here, the things that went on here, I'd have to say that they're probably looking to make some money. And I don't know, I don't know how that's, again, if they managed to make money off of that, I have no hope. I've lost all hope in autograph buyers, collectors, and the Pokemon hobby as a whole. If people want to pay a lot of money for that thing, my God. All right. We have Drumonite, who says, reminds me of something. By the end of the 90s, Mad Magazine included some bootleg custom cards in one of their volumes. These were extremely weird. Ironically, they're kind of rare to find. So this is like, I don't know, this is like almost like the Garbage Pail Kid kind of like knockoff kind of era where everything was like, oh, we'll make like parody versions of stuff and make it like hilarious cross. I mean, I guess we're seeing that now. Like this is kind of like the thick Charizard, the thick cards of the old days, where we got Pick and Chew, where he's picking his nose, guys, and he's eating it. It was like I don't know if it was like gross humor. Maybe it was just the 90s in general, where you had like the creepy crawler stuff where you would like eat bugs and then you had like pus cookies and shit like that you made into all those little contraptions, like the Easy Bake Oven, but it was like the Queasy Bake Oven. Does anyone remember that? Was it just cool to be gross back then? I don't know. There's not as much gross stuff now, is there? With like kids' toys? It's more like, I guess slime. Slime is kind of gross, right? Kids like slime. Next, we have Typhlosion Collector, who posts this Sheesh EMA graded Umbreon. I'm assuming that this is like just for the memes, but again, I don't know if it's more cringy to have like make your own labels and put this in a case, whether that's intentionally trying to be like mocking the pop-up grading companies that most of them probably don't exist anymore. If they do exist, is anyone sending them $20 a card to grade their stuff anymore? The good old days in the pandemic, where every noob was sending cards to grading companies that added no value to their cards. The grading companies that couldn't spell anything right. The grading companies that couldn't get the language right on anything. And not even like to the extent that, yes, the big grading companies do that as well, but just at a smaller rate. Crazy times. Don't bring me back, please. Dill says, can we agree that listing your cards for $420.69 or some combination of those numbers is extremely cringe? So this is like one of those debatable things. Like, to me, if someone's doing that, I don't think they're doing it to not be cringe. I think they're purposely being cringe. And if you're purposely cringe, are you really cringe? I don't know. It's not that cringe, is it? But if you do it knowing it's cringe, to force a cringe, like you're like bluffing a cringe. Cringe number 8, we have the Muscle Boys. 3D printers for the amount of things that could be done, other than like G-baller card stands, where it's like, oh, here's my whatnot stream on my card stand. we have muscly Pokemon, bodybuilder Pokemon. They never, again, it's like the thick Pikachu. Does a muscly Psyduck do anything for me? Was it funny? Not really. Would I put it on my desk? No. Please do not send me any muscle Pokemon. Xyleet's posting that one. Like, if you're taking pictures with your cards, background, like it seems like it's in the generic. Maybe we need to do a video on like the most generic. What would be included in the most generic background kind of image of a pandemic Pokemon collector? What do they have? Do they have they have like the Kallax shelves with the LEDs? They got muscly Psyducks back there. They probably have some plushies. They have a bunch of modern product that's still available at Walmart. Gotta put that behind their sealed product collection. Maybe some slabs. Well, the slabs would have to be very selective. It'd be a bunch of like the temporary rating companies that they wasted $20 a card on. I'm sure we can come up with some ideas. This one is pretty bad. We have a Pokemon Hawaii _ collector, as requested by @Dale. This, and it is a 3D printed Charizard turned into a trophy, which it just looks like it has like the Charizard specs and the first edition logo on the little plaque at the front of it. This just seems like somebody's parents owned a trophy shop, and they created a little plaque. Or maybe it's it might be a 3D printed little front thing. Maybe I take it back. There's somebody with some wood. Maybe it was a trophy already, and they turned it into that. But and then again, doing that, if that's what you want to put on display, I'm not gonna stop you. Am I even gonna like look twice at it? Probably not. But the fact that you got it signed by Arita on the plaque, again, to each their own. But it's a big old yikes from me. All right, number 10, the final one. We have Zunk Funk. And if you guys like this video, do let me know. And I will be sure to do more of these. Fun little thing to do. Splash in a little bit of fun content in between all the scams. Man, there's been so much going on that there hasn't been a great time to take a little break and cover some lighthearted stuff. Make some of the easygoing content. We got the old Vaporeon profile picture. VMAX, of course. If you're going to get a Vaporeon, why not VMAX it? Sun damaging cards intentionally and trying to pass it off as a print error, especially with the Koro Mew. Shining Error Mew, extremely rare, baby blue error. Yeah, that is definitely sun bleached. I don't know if this would be cringe. I don't know, like sun bleaching stuff in general, or like it's kind of cringe. Like, you know what's going to happen to it. Is that really what you want to do to a card? Guess. What? To each their own. But like, I think this, instead of sitting in the cringe, I think this is more like scam. This is deceiving a potential buyer, somebody that's probably new, that doesn't understand that you can put your Pokemon cards in a window and the colors will change. Well, gradually, each of the different individual colors will be removed from the card itself. If you leave it long enough, it'll just be like a black and white. The black and the white will be the remaining layers. So I believe that it's there's a certain order that they move. So this, is it cringy that they're trying to play it off as like a shiny Mew because baby blue Mew is shiny Mew? Probably a little bit, but I still think that's more of the scam category. All right, thanks for tuning in, guys. Have a good weekend. Join me in the Discord for the happy hour on Saturday. We'll be in there, voice and video chat, hanging out. If you want to open some packs, do it in there with us. Open your own packs. Don't stop buying packs off of Whatnot and paying extra for somebody to potentially rip you off. Rip your own packs. If you got to rip some packs, do so responsibly, because remember, you are not going to make money opening Pokemon product. Buy your own stuff. Go on the link tree there if you'd like to support the channel so that we can keep making what we need to make. I mean, this video is fine. I don't think anyone's going to false flag this one, but when we're covering scammers all the time, they do like to false flag the videos. Also, when we got to go into extreme detail on a lot of these cases, the videos, they're not going to perform as well as something if I was bouncing off the walls, if I was screaming at the camera or something like that, opening booster packs, but teach their own. We should have some openings coming up. Guys. We had a nice little break here between the openings, but they're coming back. We got some sets coming out. We got to figure out what's going on with those. See you next time. Bye.